And we've got Matt Walton and Will Graham from the Onion Sports Dome, Comedy Central, Tuesday nights at 10:30. Will, Matt, how are things going Monday?
Greetings, going great.
They're going great.
Now, first question, have you guys received a cease and desist letter from SportsCenter yet?
No, actually, we were not sure what their reaction was going to be, but the only actual reaction that we've gotten from ESPN was a tweet that said that we nailed their look and graphics and sound. So we're thinking that they're going to kind of live and let live for the moment. We'll see what happens.
A few job offers from them came in for me, but of course I refused them out.
Yeah, and we are aware that they could stomp us to death with their gigantic corporate boot if they wanted to. But so we'll just live in fear.
They'll pull the Disney card. Now, Matt, I've got a question for you. If there was one SportsCenter anchor that you watched the most to research for the part of Alex Reiser, which one was it?
There wasn't just one. My character's a conglomeration of all the sports anchors I have worshipped over the years, but it's actually my character's more in tune to my brother, who is the biggest sports fan I know, and also the biggest blowhard.
And I knew your voice when you started this show. I'm a big fan. I've watched both episodes, and don't forget to watch Sports Dome, Comedy Central, Tuesday nights at 10:30. And I recognize your voice as my favorite Danielle Steele audiobook, Second Chance.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I am. I am totally lying, but I just saw that.
You Googled me.
Now, I'm guessing the Sports Dome gig pays a little bit more.
Actually, I don't get paid to do the Sports Dome. I volunteer. And
Volunteer.
Danielle Steele has got a ton of money, so we'll just leave it there.
Yeah, we just keep our anchors chained up under the desk. We feed them once in a while. They can jump out and respond to anything that's happening. But it's also funny, you guys asked sort of what was the inspiration for the anchors, and I think one of the funniest things to us is you can't really tell the difference between a lot of the SportsCenter anchors. Kind of 90% of them just blur together into this they're different faces of the same robot, something like that. So that was definitely a jumping off point for us.
Well, they're definitely the only place to go for sports 24/7, so it's a monopoly. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, totally.
Now we got Will Graham, producer for the Onion Sports Dome, Comedy Central, Tuesday nights at 10:30. Will, it's been my dream. I have two dream jobs. One, to be a play-by-play announcer for the Miami Dolphins, and two, to write for the Onion. You could probably help me with one of those.
Yes, I have a long-standing relationship with the Dolphins. I actually hired their current play-by-play announcer. No, I mean, we have a robust army of writers and joke contributors to fuel everything we're doing. So if you want to join, just let me know.
I was going to say, if you were the guy that hired the Miami Dolphins offensive coordinator last year, you need to be out. You need to be gone. But
yeah, no, I got fired from that gig, but luckily I got a new one.
Now, Super Bowl's coming up. What kind of stuff is the Sports Dome going to be doing for the Super Bowl?
Oh, we're going to do
a lot of drinking.
A ton of different
for
stuff.
The show. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, for the show.
We have a segment actually on tomorrow night's show where they'll be touching on the Super Bowl a little bit. That's called the Pylon. That's kind of 15 analysts versus one analyst. Everyone just shouting. And then we're working on a couple of really exciting Super Bowl stories, but you'll have to keep watching in the next couple of weeks to see what they are.
Just put it this way, there'll be a lot of yellow involved.
What is the what's your guys' favorite bit so far? Has it aired? Because I've got one from each, I think, or I think it was the last episode, the cancer patient that wanted to trash talk David Wright, and the girlfriends. For some reason, I thought the girlfriend sketch was absolutely hilarious.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that was a fun one to make. And, I think it hits on something true. And the Cancer Girl sketch, is part of kind of making fun of that. ESPN has the My Wish segment where they basically just kind of pat themselves on the back for 15 minutes for helping some young handicapped child. So that was another kind of good taking off point. My personal favorite is actually coming up in tonight's show. It's a segment about kind of taking a look at Texas high school football and the whole culture of documentaries that's arisen down there. People kind of joining the teams to get into documentaries, remembering the documentaries that they were in back when they were the team. So that's going to be an exciting one, especially if there are any Friday Night Lights fans out there.
Matt, do you have a favorite?
Well, I'm a big fan of the Toad. The Toad and I go way back now, so anytime we can get him on the show, it's like a big party for me. But we've got some stuff coming up that you guys will be really impressed by.
Yeah, and for those of anyone listening who hasn't seen that particular segment of the show, the Toad is a kind of strange creature that came from somewhere that no one really knows, but for some reason he can predict all the outcomes to sports games, kind of like that octopus from the World Cup a couple of years ago. So we keep him caged up. We feed him fish heads once in a while, and he makes predictions for the network.
Absolutely hilarious. You guys, we love the show. Once again, Sports Dome is on Comedy Central Tuesday nights at 10:30. We appreciate all the time, fellas.
Hey, thanks a lot.